everybody, it's Sam. This is going to be the first video in a series of like 3 to 4 videos. Not debunking, but it kind of just shedding a light on Alternative Vlog's behavior, manipulation of her fans, abuse of other creators, and sexualization of her underage alters, and then also just outright lies that she has told to everybody. Right off the bat, I do want to say that her trauma and past experiences with abusers and stalkers is not something that I'm going to debunk. So if that is what you are here for, you can leave. That is not what I am trying to expose, that she is lying about any of that, because she is not. Is that it's very easy to see, hello Ingerbota, you want a feature, you gotta pay too. No, I'm just kidding, I'll pay you to feature. Yes, I will.
Gross. Mark has a way of playing the victim while also playing the superior. Oh, Paul, I'm not making that up.
I just looked back over like all of the video that I've been like screen recording and all of this stuff over the past couple days, and there's way too much to put into one video. So this is going to end up being some weird ass janky part 1 of hopefully some kind of joined together stream of thought, like train of thought, whatever. But basically in this one, I think if the editing process goes well, I'm going to just make it about the manipulation of her fans. Like, but the thing that I'm not going to sit here and lend credence to is this narrative that's being put forth that if you make a video calling her out for her behavior, you are bullying. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm so not getting manipulated like this. Like, I was thinking about it last night. I was talking to my partner on the phone, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is exactly part of it. The manipulation of, like, don't make a video about me because I can't take it. Okay, well, you feel comfortable enough making series, debunking other people's mental illnesses, going through their videos frame by frame, and explaining why they are lying about their diagnosis. Okay, so until you want to stop doing that, until you want to take your debunking dissociated series down, I'm not going to stop shit. No, I don't fucking care. I'm just going to say what I want to say. How that stroke taste.
Go fuck yourself! This is your fault! Oh, I'm so fucking worried for you, all of my fucking friends that are now messaging me, saying that they're there for me. Go fuck yourself, Casey! Go fuck yourself! Everybody! You left me alone, and now what happened? You did this to me! Do not come to me and pretend like you are trying to protect me from something! No! This is your fault! Fuck you. You left me alone. All of you left me alone. I was attacked. I was fucking sexually harassed. My words were used against me, private messages, and now my personal information is out because you couldn't keep your fucking mouth shut. You couldn't keep your fucking opinions about a mentally ill, sick person to your fucking self. Fuck you.
So really quick, it might not seem like it, but in a way, that is basically putting the blame for any negative consequences, people that she's had beef with, like Evangelina Skov, Acrylic and Ether. Without saying it, she's setting her fans on the people who make these videos and then blaming them for it. Like,
here's a message for you, Evangelina Skov. You need to keep your fucking opinions about mentally ill people, especially traumatized people with fucking dissociative identity disorder, the fuck alone. You are the reason this happened to me. You spread this shit like wildfire. You are the one that did this to me. You squishy fucking dog shit. You are a fucking waste of human fucking flesh. The fact that you breathe the same air that I breathe is an insult to humanity. Fuck the DID community. Fuck every single one of you. All of you are hypocritical fucking bastards. All of you. I'm going to make a video reading all of the fucking messages that I've gotten from people about how they've been sexually harassed and made a fucking joke out of by the DID community and by fucking people like Evangelina Skov. I'm fucking done. If it wasn't for you pieces of fucking shit, none of this would have happened to me. None of it. I deserve none of it. None of it. You don't leave me the fuck alone, you will fucking regret it for the rest of your life. And I hope that you understand that. I hope that you fucking understand that. That fucking self-harm mark.
It was a hack job. It was from some meme page that, like, I fully do not say that Alternative is lying about having meme pages made about her, because that one was from a meme page. But whether or not it's a meme page, it's still you. It is still what you have publicly posted on the internet. And just because you've pulled it down and denied doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with someone reposting it. So, sorry, you're gonna have to be held accountable for your actions. Just because you delete them off the internet doesn't mean that they didn't happen.
Bullying! I am done! a favor, don't contact me. Don't respond to this. Don't fucking ask me if I want to talk, if I'm okay. It's too fucking late for that, okay? It's too fucking late. All of it, it's too fucking late. Do you see this? I have no emotion left to give but rage. I have nothing in me left to give but pure fucking rage. I have done nothing to you. I have done nothing to you.
Everyone's on my Instagram right now is watching my stories, probably like, I'm like screaming with rage, like screaming my head off. Cat meme. Probably hilarious.
But mainly the point why I included it is because, like, even I've seen her get pissed off. Like, because I just sit there and watch YouTube a lot. Like, I've watched her get, like, pissed off at stuff. I've watched, like, whatever, but I have not seen that sort of aggression and those type of threats come out of her. Like, I understand why they were hard to find online, because she's probably pulled them off of everything. Like, that, I wouldn't necessarily want myself to be seen that way either, but I also wouldn't publicly post myself literally screaming at another creator. Like, plant, if you want a feature, you gotta pay.
I have to go, you guys. I love you. I hope that Brianna integrated. I was talking about death. Hold on, let me get this out first. Treating integration as its death. Well, I just had an integration. And it's my second integration. My first one was nobody knew, and it just happened. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah.
This was the part that made me so fucking angry. I don't even care. I was at work, I think, when I was watching this, because I usually will, like, watch live streams, because not usually a lot happens when someone's just sitting there and talking. So I was watching this, and I heard her voice, and looked at it, and ended up, like, having to watch it when I got home, because I was so mad, and I wanted to watch it. And, like, I think the screen grabs are from when I first watched it, because I was like, oh, no, you're not going to take that down, because she's been doing that, just deleting streams, because, like, she says something bad. But she's, like, this is not me shading her or telling lies about her. She openly talks about her heroin addiction, and that she relapsed a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, just bringing it in the house alone is enough to put me in danger. I relapsed, and then when I relapse, I'm blamed for it and, like, shamed for it. Or we get an argument, and I'm like, hey, I really think you should stop using drugs. He's like, well, what were you doing 3 days ago? Or what were you doing a month ago? And it's like, yeah, I was doing them because they were in the house. Like, I was around it all the time.
And in this video, she claims that her tiredness is a symptom of her remembering traumatic things, or when she's talking about traumatic things, or shit like that. And I'm here to tell you, I'm sorry, that is complete and 100% bullshit. That girl is high off her ass. God, it must be nice. I'm so painfully sober right now, after dealing with my own issues with addiction, after knowing people that have died, people that have overdosed right in front of me, friends of mine that have gone totally off the grid because of heroin. I have seen it. I know what it looks like. This is a lie. She is high as a kite. Like, she does not yawn once in this entire video. I watched it to make sure, because I'm not about to call someone a liar if they are not lying, but she does not yawn in this video. All she does is, and she has openly said too, that when she's high on heroin, her voice gets very raspy, like that, because she uploaded a stream when she was high on heroin, when she relapsed. Like, she uploaded a stream about it, like, when she was high. So she told everybody, like, yeah, my voice gets raspy like this when I do heroin, and it's when she's like that. And that's what she's doing. Not to mention, she does not yawn once. All she does is almost nod out several times and forget what she's saying. Like, this is not the way a person acts when they're talking about something that is important to them, that they care about. Of course, your thoughts might be a little bit jumbled, but this is next level. This is a lie, and this is what made me so angry. And I'm not gonna probably be able to include, because, like, yeah, this video will just be about the lies to her fans, because the violent and aggressive tactics that she uses against other creators, honestly, it is not going to work with me. Sorry, that does not work with me. Dox me, I don't care. My address on paper is not where I live. What, get me fired from my job? I fucking hate it anyway. Bro, take that shit. You can have it. Like, the whole doxing thing, that whole intimidating people out of making videos about her, it is not gonna work for me. You copyright strike my videos, fine, I'll make a new channel. Like, everything I'm doing is fair use. Everything I'm doing is a criticism on her public things that she has made public. This is not me going into anybody's private business or doing any kind of fucked up things, because that's what people like to do now, apparently, is just, like, dox people. Like, okay, cool, try it. You're still not gonna, it's not gonna do anything. Like, I don't care. I'm not afraid of this person, and but I understand why people are. Like, I understand why people are, but this there's going to be probably 3 parts too, because the third part is going to be how she has taken on many of the aspects of the person and people who have abused her. It is the cycle of abuse. Like, she's taken on aspects of the people who have abused her and then now made that part of her personality. And it is unfortunate and it sucks when it happens, because I've done it too.
Men who are mad that we stood up for ourselves. Me, because I was sexually abused and raped.
My son is simply murderous and I cannot do it anymore. But so this is where shit gets kind of murky, because this is how you tell the best lie, is you wrap it around in a nice truth so that it's easier to swallow. So her abuse and her trauma, absolutely, totally real. But this is where she sets her narrative, and she has continuously done it, that all of the criticism, all of the negative comments, all of the dislikes, all of the negative stuff, all of the people coming after her are just being influenced and controlled by Mark, or by what she's saying, because it seems to me, the casual onlooker, backed by a ton of observation and evidence, it seems as though you know exactly what your fans are willing to do, what they're willing to say, how they're willing to dox people, and you are just setting them on every passerby that leaves a comment criticizing. And that's like, I don't know when I started referring it to as you. I don't even think she's probably gonna watch this. But like, that's where it gets really, because you are, it's gaslighting, basically. As a victim, you should know these things. Like, it's gaslighting. You just, I mean, that's what I've been saying, is that the cycle of abuse has really gone full circle with her. She is taking on the traits of her abusers and applying them to other people. Manipulation, control, outright verbal abuse, harassment, emotional abuse, all of that stuff. She's using these tactics to discredit anybody who has anything to say about her as being sent there by Mark, where her videos didn't become popular because of Mark. They became popular because of her debunking dissociated videos, which is like not even using, like, people have done so many really good videos on dissociated. I just listened to, was it Grandpa's Lounge? Oh my god, I'm gonna feel so bad if I got his name wrong, because I watched the whole like 2-hour video. It was so good and I've learned so much that I didn't know. And like, people have done so many good videos of her, but all that Alternative does is go through the video and pick apart her switching, like her behaviors or whatever. So I really dare someone to get super mad at me for picking apart her behavior, because it's the order of the day, apparently.
I just want to let you know that Squishiopia is not a victim. So do not treat her like a victim. She commented on every one of Hopelessly Realistic's videos about me. And they were, she was laughing, she was,
So this will probably be like the last segment, maybe, hopefully. If I have to get dressed because I'm about to go out to dinner, so I've been doing this literally all day. Like, the sun has just slowly gone over my face. But like, I think what it is, a lot of what this is, because I think what it is she uses these methods to make her followers and her fans think that she's more persecuted than she is. You know, that's where I think it is it's all about, because there have been, I'm gonna find the video for another part, that she like outright admitted that she does stuff for fame or for clout. Like, she literally says, I'm doing it for the fame, something like that, and somebody got a good screenshot of it. It's that guy. Oh my god, I have literally clips from his video, but my dumbass cropped out the part with his name. Yeah, if anybody could find this creator's name and link it below, I would really appreciate that, because this video had some really, really good insights and a couple of screen grabs talking about how Alternative herself has posted that she's only doing this for the fame and for clout. I'm not making that up, but I cannot find his channel, and she mentions it in one of her lives, but I'm not watching 8 to 10 hours worth of lives just to find it. Oh god, I don't want to do it. I just wish I could remember, and it wasn't in my history either, so I'm like, what the F? Did he delete his channel or something? I really don't understand. But anyway, I think she's just using it to make it seem like she's more persecuted than she is. Like, oh my god, people are coming for me, people are, oh my god, all these people are against me, when... I have to hurry up and get this last part, because I just wanted to record it. I might not even use it in the video with the last part I was probably going to have about the manipulation of fan, because then it does start to just be abuse to other creators that I was going to talk about. But, so this way of just changing, oh my god, just can't remember, it scared me. Her way of just changing the narrative on people is like also the way she uses her fans to fight her battles for her. When all of this stuff that I'll get into in either the next video or the one after, this is probably gonna be 3, and like when the whole thing came out about her sexualizing her underage alter Elsie and Ashley and stuff like that, and when they make mistakes, but mainly the sexualization of Elsie on a Twitter post, she very quickly changes the narrative to like anybody who's talking about it is exploiting my alter, even though she was the one who exploited it in the first place. Like, it's just switching up the narrative, so then her fans will immediately say, oh, no, not Elsie. No, not Elsie. I'm in the sun. Ooh, don't let them do that to Elsie. We have to do something. We have to stop them from hurting Elsie. She both uses them as an excuse and uses them to shut people down. Like, she uses them as an excuse to get out of things, and she uses it to shut people down whenever they talk about mistakes that she would rather not talk about. As a side note, but I also wanted to make a video because, like, anytime somebody will be critical of her in the comments, which I've done before, she'll basically just accuse people of being sock accounts for her abuser, Mark. And I don't doubt that she went through abuse. I don't doubt any of that, because I'm not trying to discredit her in that way. But I'm a real person, so commenting, you just get called out for being fake or by being manipulated by this person, and I have had no contact with that person. I want to make that perfectly clear. I have had no contact with her stalker, Hopelessly Realistic, I don't even know the person's name, or her abuser, whose name is Mark. I'm mad that I couldn't record a cohesive, what is that? I couldn't record like a cohesive ending to this video last night. Like, the sun is so much worse today. It's not sunny, it's ugly and gross outside today. Like, honestly though, I'm kind of living for this light, honestly. I'm kind of here for it. I love my phone camera, like, for real. But my final thoughts, at least on this part of it, I'm happy this is the part where I get to rant. The problem with all of this is that it's very, very easy to, if you are coming at it from a biased point of view, which is why I sucked up all of the information I could from either side. I watched all of her videos, her narrative. I watched other people's videos, their narrative. And I'm not somebody who's just easily manipulated by something online, so I formed my own cohesive opinion about it. And the problem is that it is way too easy for her to hide behind these live streams and these Instagram lives that delete themselves after 24 hours. So if you don't see it when it happens, you miss any chance to see any evidence about her behavior, like any hard evidence that you can solidify, and then she'll then call you up and be like, I bet there's someone screen recording this. You're goddamn right, because you don't just get to say what you want and then live got deleted, didn't say it, because in that time, her true stans, like her hardcore followers, they have that bell notification. Plug. Press the bell on mine. But for real, they have that bell notification, so I have it on like two YouTubers, Bailey Sarian and Miasaurus. I love them so much that whenever their videos come out, I immediately press it. I'm like, show me the money. Like, no. But my cat just loves to do that. She just loves to and scare me. Like, but so what happens is that her true stance, her loyal followers who will literally ride or die for her, which I'm not hating on her for having those, it's a blessing, but they're tuned in long enough to hear it straight from the horse, her mouth. It's not the horse, because the horse would mean that it's just true with no, like, they hear it from her, form their opinion, and then go on the attack before anybody else has a chance to respond to her or to even make a video saying, hey, you know, that's not true, until there are people jumping down their throat, their inbox, whatever, you know what I mean? Metaphors. And the other problem is that even me, who is not easily manipulated by things on the internet, like, it's so difficult to have a narrative against this person because they rail so hard against every criticism about them being a form of abuse, which it is not, and it needs to be stopped. Like, not her channel, not all of this, just this narrative that anybody who has anything negative to say about you is abusing you. Because trust me, girl, if I could have rested on that years ago and just not taken anything that anybody had to say about me seriously, I freaking would have. But that is not the way that the world works, especially not when you're a part of a community of people who, as a group, decide what is healthy for them. It's, you know what I mean? It's like being an American, right? But it's like being an American and then deciding unanimously for everyone that you're right and it's like, I'm sorry, am I an asshole if I compare her to Donald Trump? I'm not saying that she's got the hair. No, I don't mean like she got red hair, you know what I mean? She got red hair, and the way that she says things without backing them up by any evidence is very Trump-like. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna be like, you're bullying because you compared her to, I compared her to a person who does not back up their claims and who has multiple, exponentially increased for Donald Trump, obviously, but multiple people sitting here telling her that they have that she has hurt them, that she has failed them, that they want an answer for her behavior, that they want some kind of answer, and they want her to be held accountable, and she is just, new phone, who's this? Like, that's not okay. It's not okay. And the narrative that is just being used to shut people down is not okay. I am not, you can call me a bully. I'm not. This is criticism. Trust me, I know what being a bully is. Like, I've been bullied my whole life, and then I have even been a bully before. Like, I know what it is, and so does she. Which is why she knows that it is such a horrible trigger word for people, where they will immediately, it's like calling someone a racist or calling them a transphobe. Immediately, all of the stands for it will just rail, like boom, like a truck, just run into the people. Like, regardless of the fact that there has been no, I said I was only gonna say it once. Oops. No evidence put forth other than her first-hand accounts. Like, I will admit that even in my videos, evidence is lacking because it is so hard to find the videos that are the most problematic, which are the ones that are deleted. Like, oh, I doubt anybody has made it this far with me, but I'm gonna include, what side does it end up being on? Oh, I'm gonna like spend a second over here and then spend a second over here so that when I add it, it won't block my face out, but, I mean, who could do that to his face? But I'm just kidding. But Squishyopia and Hopelessly Realistic, like, see, it is hard to say anything. That's why criticisms are so hard with her, because you can't say anything positive about her without then people running with it. Like, oh, well, that just means that she's totally vindicated. But I doubt anybody's made it this far. But Squishyopia, I commented on one of her videos. This is the only contact I have had with, like, I commented on Alternative's comments on Squishyopia's apology video, her second apology video. The first one is where she said it was all dust in the wind, literally day later. And I commented on it and, you know, had like my critical thing to say, like, she's like, you've caused enough damage. Don't you think you should be quiet now? And I was like, damage? This person is talking in this video about, like, all people talk about is how much you've damaged them and, like, how much you've damaged the community outright. Like, and you're just gonna put it back on. But the point was not actually about alternatives. The point is that it's very easy to see. Hello, Ingerbota. You want a feature? You gotta pay too. No, I'm just kidding. I'll pay you. I'll pay you to feature. Yes, I will. So it was very clear to me that this idea of recruitment is ridiculous. But the idea of getting other people on your side when they see that you also agree with them, there is nothing wrong with that. So I commented, and then Squishyopia commented, like, yeah, this has been going on. I've contacted the FBI, I've contacted police, this is, you know, blah, 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 and told me a few things, and I was like, yeah, I'm really sorry you're going through that, glad you're taking proper action, blah, blah, and, like, just the way that the couple things went down, you could tell that they were using what little time they had to try to get me on their side, and I'm not doing that one way or another. Like, I'm not doing that one way or another. Like, I'm taking down videos or retracting. I'm like, I could be convinced to take down a video. I will never retract what I'm saying. Like, unless, shocking, there's another Google Drive that comes out that literally just proves everything that I'm saying, even though the things that I'm saying aren't disprovable. They're just rewind.
This part one was a bit of a slog because the more new live streams I watched, the more new information I got, the more I wanted to be like, oh wait, and add stuff, and oh wait, and add stuff. But I'm really gonna try to just leave it where it's at now and include newer developments and new kind of stuff in my next video. And so I've already started my next video, but I'm not sure which order I'm gonna put them in. But subscribe. Ew, I don't want to like subscribe. Like, but if you want to see the other videos, just keep an eye out. And I'm not doing this on the schedule. That's not my thing. But thanks for sticking with this long. If you have, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think.